Hi. Sorry there haven't been any videos in quite a while. I've been pretty busy. I just haven't found the time. But it's been mostly like good busy, not like, oh my God, work is so stressful I can hardly stand it busy. Although there is a bit of that too. But mostly just like good things taking up time, like the fact that it's my birthday. Or in 2 days it'll be my birthday. On Friday it's my birthday. But we're making an exciting birthday video today for reasons you've probably guessed. That's right, it's to show off a sick birthday present I got from a friend. A hat that says cosplay. Oh, oh, it's just so great. My friend found these for sale on a website. They were selling them seemingly totally sincerely. I'm not really sure to who. I don't know who was intended to buy these hats that just say cosplay in white embroidered font. But they were heavily, heavily discounted, probably because there really isn't an audience for this whatsoever. So he bought a bunch of them, and now I have one. It's a pretty powerful hat. It makes it that whatever I'm doing is cosplaying if I wear it. So, this is just an outfit I wear all the time. I might look like Kitsta, the humble manga reviewing YouTuber, but once I put on this hat, I'm actually cosplaying as Kitsta, the humble manga reviewer. Um, and that subtle distinction, that subtle unreality is very, very appealing to me, even though it means effectively nothing. Also today, I got something very exciting in the mail. This Amazon box that is addressed to one Stephen Yuri Connoisseur. I believe it contains a Chevrolet Silverado 2019. Now, I don't know really a whole lot about cars. This appears to be maybe some sort of truck, but I don't think the whole car would fit into this box. Generally, I don't think cars are like that. So I assume it's like, I don't know, like a manual for the car or like a model of the car, but I really appreciate it because, us Yuri fans, we love the Silverado. It kind of sounds like Sappho, the famed Greek poet, from where we get the term sapphic to refer to lesbian activity, and also the island she lived on. Lesbos is where lesbian is from. So Silverado, Sappho, you can see the connection. Anyways, no, of course, it's something entirely different. But the fact that I'm referred to as a Yuri connoisseur will always fill my heart with joy. I don't know if that's a clue as to what really is contained in here, but I am excited to find out. All right, so we got this bag, shiny. I believe there is a book in here, is my guess, with a note. Something in Japanese. Yes, all cards say the same thing. There's the full message on pastebin.com or through a bit.ly, so we'll look at that in a second. There's something in Japanese here. I'm pretty sure it says, Otanjobi omedetou gozaimasu, Yuri, and something I can't pronounce that I assume means connoisseur or something along those lines. So we'll check out the full message in a second. Hopefully my gift giver doesn't mind me reading it all on camera. I assume they assumed that I would, so. Okay, all right. What's it gonna be? What is it going to be? More paper. Ooh, I recognize these characters. I believe this is volume 3 of Mononoke Sharing. A cool Kyoshinsha manga that I never ever thought would get localized because it is sometimes quite lewd. It definitely leans into a lot of his fetishes and stuff. But from there, we get really nice kind of compassionate storytelling around, the premises that she lives with a host of busty monster girls. and then she kind of comes to see the humanity inside of them, that even though they're such weird people initially, they learn to live together and understand each other's strengths and weaknesses and stuff. So I think, you know, Cool Kyoshinsha letting out his innermost passions like this allows him to have such honest and beautiful storytelling. So but still, despite that kind of wholesomeness that I ascribe to it, I'm still pretty shocked. Pretty shocked that I'm reading this in English right now. Pretty shocked that Amazon.com, like a $1 trillion company, headed up by the most rich man in the world, is A-OK sending me this in the mail. A lot of this I haven't read before. I feel like this goes beyond the scanlations, or either that or I'm like very far behind the scanlations. So that's really exciting. I'm going to look forward to reading that. Yeah, really fun series. Check it out. If you like Maid Dragon, check it out. I think it has a lot of the same kind of family feel, you know. We're not a conventional family, but we're sure a family. All right, so this, I'm pretty sure, says the same thing. Yeah. But what is in here? It's heavy. It's boxy. It doesn't feel book-like. It's a little too square for that. Let's see. Oh, what? That's so cute! What? I had no idea such a thing existed. It's a little mini waffle maker. Oh my god, that's so cute! This might actually be one of the cutest appliances I've ever seen, and I consider myself somewhat of a connoisseur, not just of Yuri, but of cute appliances. Let's take a look at it. Oh, this is great. Look at that. It is. I can't get over how cute this is. Is this like a CD? Does it? No, I don't think so. What is it? Oh, it's just a really cute way to send you the manual. Alright, this is great. I have all sorts of life hack-ish waffle maker recipes. Like, did you know you can put a little bit of like, you know, like the Pillsbury cinnamon bun mixture? You put that in the waffle maker, it cooks it like perfectly. It's a little crisp on the outside, but it's still like really fluffy and chewy on the inside. And it has like so much more surface area for like whatever toppings and stuff you want to put it on. Waffle biscuit pizza. Oh my god, for real? Cinnamon roll. Ah, there we go. Cinnamon roll waffles. This like tells you how to make it from scratch, but you can honestly just go out and buy the Pillsbury roll and plop that in there. I take no responsibilities if this leads you to making a gigantic mess in your waffle maker. It's worked before. When I was living with some roommates, we had a waffle maker and we tried it, and it worked out great. But I should not say that it works perfectly for all waffle makers all the time. This is your official disclaimer, absolving myself of all guilt and responsibility. Okay, so that's sweet. Let's look at the actual thing itself, which is here. It's so small and it's so cute. And then it kind of like talks to you. Hello. Would you like to make some waffles today? You can tell that I'm an expert ventriloquist. Let's see how well I can actually. Huh? Hello. Oh, I gotta sync it up. Hello. My name is Willie the Waffle Maker. Would you like to? Whoa, no. Alright, that's hard. I can respect those people. So you can see, if you are unfamiliar with this device, it's quite simple. You pour the batter in here, and then it makes the little divots of the waffle by the teeth coming together. And the appeal, of course, of waffles over your pancake or your other types of pastries is that because it has so much surface area with all like the divots and stuff, whatever kind of sauces you're putting on it, whatever syrups, are able to kind of like saturate in more. And then the whole thing kind of has like, you know how like a really nice pancake will have like a little crispy surface on the top? With the waffle, that crispy surface is like kind of more, it's like a higher ratio of that to the amount of batter you're getting. So it's a really lovely texture. Okay, this is sweet. I did not expect that. I was assuming it was some anime shit, but honestly, this is, I can't think of an anime thing that unlocks recipes in the way that this does. I mean, I love Nendroids and all, but when have I ever used the Nendroid to make food? Never. I would love if that was somehow possible, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. I was even trying to think of some joke usage of an Nendroid to make food, but it actually just doesn't make sense. All right, so where did I put the little card? It said Omedetou Kanjobi. I had a link. All right, 1 second. bit.ly/2x1qlqh. That's a semicolon. Well, let's plan for a message buying something from that. They won't let me ship it to you at my address. Second best option. So I won't get there on time though. Hey, but it got here on time. Anyways, it actually got here 2 days early. That's a boy. So, okay, yeah. I don't think I need to accept an apology. It's a gift. I would have been overjoyed if I received a birthday present in July. If I received one in December, then I probably would have assumed that it was some sort of Christmas present. But whatever. Out of the 2 books in here, hold on. There's just 1 book. Could there be a second package forthcoming? Is that why? There's like he thought that it wasn't coming until I don't know. This mystery will remain unsolved. Restart. Intimate books. Oh, The Girl from the Other Side. I do have some of those books. That was also a gift from Rope Snake, which I've started reading the physical copies of, and may switch over to reading on the channel at some point because it's very interesting, very interesting. Dungeon Meshi, yeah, I've got a few volumes of that too. I still feel daisuki. Haha. Hi, hontoni daisuki desu. This is a message. Unlike in same as JP. Let me get you something called One Question a Day, a 5-year journal. Sometimes the question and answers. I kind of do. Like, I do a lot of journaling and stuff. So, I don't know. It would have been interesting to have something like that. But, yeah, I'm working on the work diary, too. Volume 2 of the work diary coming out soon. It's a lot. If you ever wanted to read a whole lot of words written by me about just random ass things, check out my work diaries, volume 1 and volume 2. Got you this instead. Couldn't say no to $9.99. That's a good deal. This was $9.99. That's fantastic. It's a whole appliance. It unlocks a new genre of cuisine for me. Like what? This is a brilliant deal. All right. Original message. Happy birthday, Yuri Connoisseur. Not sure if you meant to say it right or learn to. Okay, so all right, spoilers for Happy Sugar Life. Excuse if anyone is reading that. I'm pretty far behind on it actually. I'm going to get around to catching up on it at some point, but it's one of those series that I really have to be in the mood to read because it's so dang dark and depressing. You know, it's like I have to be at that critical point where it's like I'm like sad enough to want to read sad things and feel sad, but not so sad that I don't have the energy to like make videos and talk about it, you know? But then even if I am right at that sweet spot, it's like really fragile because like it's gonna make me more sad, and then if it makes me too sad, then I just can't make videos anymore. How'd you like the anime if you watched it? I don't know. I couldn't get through it. For some reason, like seeing it in manga, the sort of things I focused on, I realized when I was watching the anime that it wasn't really the same things that the anime assumed that I would focus on. Like the kind of like I don't know, like certain kind of psychological moments. If you can remember the videos when we were reading the manga, like I would really stop and spend some time kind of talking about those types of scenes, those types of revelations, how it's depicted through paneling and page progression and the kind of suspense of it. And in the anime, I kind of felt like those sort of things were sort of more glossed over, and it was just kind of leaping from one violent scene to the next violent scene to kind of the more shocking type things. And it's like, it's not so much for me. So yeah, yeah, and the opening, the like weird flash forward opening. I don't know if I was into that at all. Manga, ooh, interesting, interesting. I mean, don't tell anyone. I'm literally recording myself reading this message, so I hope that that's okay. Yeah, bulk scanning 10 chapters. That sounds pretty rough. That sounds like a real marathon type project, but good for you. That's the sort of work that needs to be done in these communities to make manga accessible. It's a really I can't overstate how beautiful a project I think Scanlation is, and how admirable I find it. The people who spend their time with little or no reward and little or no recognition, working at a very difficult task. Translating something from Japanese to English is not at all easy, um, and yet so much of kind of manga culture in the West relies on that. Like the tiny sliver of things that are available to read in English that are actually like legal licensed official localizations is so small. Like for one series that it gets officially picked up by Viz or whatever, there's 100 that the only way we're going to see them is through Scanlation. And I really hope that Scanlation continues to grow and continues to thrive, because the amount of manga also keeps going up, and thus the percentage of manga that we get to see would go relatively down were it not for more people stepping up like this. So yeah. Amazon messages aren't long enough that I default to a Japanese message, so I include this piece link. I hope Japanese shouldn't come into play and make it unreasonable. I think I understood. Using gift options, I can't edit the name. Yeah. Hard time picking which figure. Huh? More and more. I'm thinking maybe this ain't it. Could it be? Will there be a part 2 to this video with an even more absurd clickbaity title? I will see. So yeah, I think the most fun. Or is this what you're saying, that at first it was going to be through Amazon.jp, and then instead you went with this because yeah. All right. I think I get it now. Never mind. So this figure, yeah. I'm curious which figure you picked out. My Amazon.jp list has a ton of Nendroids and stuff that I've wanted. I gotta figure out, because apparently it doesn't work trying to ship to me through Amazon.jp. I put it in as like the gift address or whatever, but maybe because it's international, there's some tomfoolery or something. I don't know. What could this be? Cheers to many years and what have you. Thank you. It's objectively one of the best girls. In novels, they have a lot of character to them. Who could it be? It's in the novels. Is it a Monogatari girl? Yeah. Alright, very intriguing. Especially in the novels. I'm thinking it may be a Monogatari girl. I've been wanting those Monogatari Nendroids like a lot. They're so sweet. We're going to re-upload your cooking content. Sure. I'll look for that. Yeah, I'll share it. Air unboxing content. Yeah, that's another good one to talk about. Dungeon Meshi. It's like I want to prioritize getting caught up on series where, you know, like before the big channel hiatus, I was reading them week by week when they came out. But that's not going too steady lately. Again, just like lots of unwanted breaks and stuff from making content. But eventually, trust me, guys. Soon enough, we will be in an era of overflowing content, of so much content coming through this channel that you will look back with fondness on the days where you could stay, you know, caught up because videos came out only a couple times a week or whatever. You'll see. You'll see. Anata wa ima. This is like hand movement, hand help. This is to call, and this I think is like to blow. Shite imasu. Hanashi desu. So this is like, oh wait, no, this isn't. This plus speak on the left, I think, is like hanashi, like conversation. When it's just by itself, I think it's like burning up or something, right? It's like whole or whatever. So you are right now. You are something. Oh boy! All right, let's see. Let's just run it through Google Translate. See if we got anything. Hey, you are breathing manually now. Ah, ha, ha, ha. All right. So, yes, this is breath. This is like, I guess, inhaling and exhaling, like the total thing of breath. This, I guess, is manually, which makes sense. Hand movement. And of course, you know, we're both fairly amateurish here, so we're kind of passing back and forth. This part I maybe just do not understand at all. So Water Flame helped me out here. It's pretty readable though, I guess. In retrospect, it makes a lot of sense to me. All right, fantastic. I'm very, very happy. This is quite a treat. I'm gonna look forward to making stuff with this. Maybe we'll do some videos, coming up with fun waffle stuff. Gonna have fun reading this. I don't know if we'll read it on the channel because it's pretty lewd. Actually, I guess that matters less now. Now that I'm not showing the pages, we can get away with anything now. Ha 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 ha! A new era begins indeed. All right. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. Thank you so much to Waterflame. And I know that it was Waterflame because A, they're talking about scanlating series that Waterflame scanslates, and B, they reached out to me about the Amazon.jp inability to buy gifts, etc., situation. But yeah, so thank you so much to them. A great fan of the channel. Always appreciate seeing your comments and your views and your suggestions. And I also really, really appreciate the tireless work you put into scanlating these series. Just really think about the audience that has spawned because of the Western accessibility to the manga. I mean, this may not be a reasonable thing to say, but like, you wonder when they're deciding, okay, what property should we pick up to animate? Of course, primarily they're looking at the manga sales in Japan, but I would assume that they're like savvy enough to look elsewhere on the internet and be like, oh, hey, Happy Sugar Life is actually really popular in the West. This damn bastard who's pirating our manga, you know, whatever, has revealed to us that there's a lot of demand in the West for this sort of content. And they're like, well, you know, maybe that'll factor into our decision here. Is that a reasonable thing to say? I actually have no idea, but it's a pretty cool idea, and I don't think it's definitely unreasonable. I don't think it's. I think if Japanese anime studios are doing things like that, it only makes sense. It's yet more data to look at. So that's because of you. You know, take as much credit as you want. when Poon Poon started getting actually localized, when Viz picked up Poon Poon, I took like so much credit, and I was only very minorly involved in the Scanlation projects. and yet I was like, it was me, baby. It was all me. Nah, I don't know. You gotta have some joy in these sort of things because, as I said, Scanlation is often pretty thankless work. So let me take the opportunity to say thank you to all the scanlators out there, and especially to Waterflame because no other scanlators have bought me a mini waffle maker. So that's on them. That's on them to step up and send me a mini waffle maker. All right, that's enough for now. Okay, bye.